Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Mango Oblivion Plays. I finally got my Shrouded Fable Elite Trainer box. Just took a couple extra weeks. Seems like Nintendo had some production issues with the boxing, so they weren't able to get them out on time. But it sounds like everything's working out fine now. And yeah, we're gonna open this baby, and this will be my first. These will be my first cards, my first physical cards from Shrouded Fable. So let's open her up and see what we got. Check out the inside of the wraparound real quick. Inside of the wraparound has all of our loyal three. We got Pheasant Dippy, Monkey Dory, and Okie Dokie. So that's pretty cool. All right, the box has all three of them on it too, which is pretty sweet. So pop it open. Oh, look at that. They've got like a tray thing now instead of that like cardboard insert they've been using. So they've upgraded a little bit. So here we go. Here's our sleeves with the loyal three on them, as per usual. This is our promo for this one. It's Pecharunt with Toxic Subjugation and Poison Chain. This is the card that you can use to you can play with no energy. And this one's the Pokemon Center one. You can see it right here. It's got the Pokemon Center logo at the bottom. And then they also give you the standard one. This is the first time I've ordered directly from the Pokemon Center. So we got two Petcharunts, which is awesome. Got my code card. I'll keep that to myself. Got our dividers, which are really useful and helpful for people who collect a lot of cards. Our energy pack for deck making. Got our dice and markers. The dice are kind of like that greenish purple color from the box. It looks really nice. Put that over there. And then in our tray, we've got our packs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 packs. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, 11 packs. And then here's our player's guide with all the info of the cards. They've got some pretty preliminary combos in there for you. So if you're still kind of learning how to use the set, you can see how they would interact, how you could utilize them. But there we go. We've got our two Pecharunt already, and let's see what we get in our opening here. All right. First pack, we've got Golbat, Axew, Sneasel, Furfrou, Night Stretcher, which is a new item card. It lets you put a Pokemon or basic energy from your discard pile back into your hand. Very useful. A lot of people are running 2 or 3, maybe sometimes even 4 of these in their decks now. We got a Sylveon, Galvantula. There's Cassiopeia, the new supporter. You can use this card only when it's the last card in your hand. You can search your deck for up to 2 cards and then put them in your hand. And then there we go, Full Art Pheasantipity. So the earlier released Loyal 3 cards in the last set are now getting the full art treatment. This is the one where you can prevent the damage as long as there's a dark energy attached. And then here's one of the cards that people are really excited about from this set. It's Dusknoir. It has a Cursed Blast ability, so you can put 13 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, then you knock it out. So you can effectively use this to trade Pokemon. If there's something that's getting set up, you can use Dusknoir to take that out, so you can get rid of your like Charmanders and Raltses and stuff like that with Dusknoir and Dusclops as well. And then, a full hollow. We got a hollow energy card too. The new hollow pattern. It's got the Pokeballs in the back. That's really cool. All right, slide those in there. Let's see what else we can get. Shrouded Fable. All right, let's see here. We got Beware. Power charge or search your deck for a basic energy card attached to this Pokemon. Oh, cool. Okay, so it can power itself up. Inkay. Drowsy. Joltik. Weavile. A new supporter card, 06 Machinations. If you don't know who 06 is, he is one of the admins of Team Flare from X and Y. Your opponent discards cards from their hand until they have 3 left, which is really, really powerful card. Sylveon, there's Dusclops, there's the Cursed Blast. This one only does 5, but still, nonetheless, really good. Horsey, Zoroark, and then an electric energy. Yeah, those before the World Championships, those Duskull, Dusclops, Dusknoir cards were getting a lot of hype, and then they didn't end up placing as high as people thought they were going to. They still were there, obviously, but they just didn't have the oomph people thought. Here's Dartrix. It is now part of the United Wings set. As you can see, it has the United Wings attack, so you can use this with Wattrel and Murkrow and Flamigo. So now there's 16 United Wings cards. Pretty cool. Absol has Dark Fall. If you have at least 3 Dark Energy in play, this attack does 70 damage. So not fantastic, but that's okay. We got Houndoom. There's Rowlet to go with Dartrix. Malamar. Genesect. This one, if you have this one with a tool, no A-Spec cards. That's kind of neat. Hypno, another 0-6 Machinations. We got Croagunk. And then there's our first EX. It's Okidogi. This is the attacker of the Loyal 3. Its first attack is Poisonous Musculature. You search your deck for 2 basic Dark Energy cards, and then you attach them to this Pokemon, shuffle your deck, and then this card becomes poisoned, and then its attack, Chain Crazed, does 260 damage when it's poisoned. So that's a pretty strong card right there. Definitely the damage doer of that set of EXs. They all have a role to play in the deck archetype, but Okidogi is the one that does the damage. Or at least it's supposed to. It's the main attacker in that set of cards. We got Horsey, Cufant, Zubat. Here's Eevee. Binding Mochi is the new tool card they introduced. This one you want to use with a card like Okidogi EX. It boosts your power when you are poisoned. So with this card, you'd be doing 300 damage with Okidogi EX when you're poisoned. Malamar, Galvantula, Cufant, a new Dartrix. Then Copperajah, it has massive body. Can't play stadium cards when Copperajah is in the starting spot, in the active spot. So that's pretty useful. Lots of ways to turn off different things that could help against the Loyal 3. So stadiums, A-Spec cards, stuff like that. Here's Fracture. Okay, so this card's unaffected by items or support cards. Persian. There's another Dusclops. Meowth. Here's the new Crobat. It has Shadowy Envoy. If you play Janine's Secret Art from your hand this turn, you can draw until you have 8 cards. So another draw effect for Crobat. Not as powerful as Crobat V, obviously. Another 0-6 Machinations. Weavile. Beware. Slitherwing. An ancient card here. And then Reveroom EX. This one's an electric type. A little different from the last Reveroom EX. Its first attack is Accelerator Flash. If this Pokemon was moved from the bench to the active spot, it's going to do 120 more damage. That's just for 1 Steel Energy. And then Shattering Speed. You discard this Pokemon and all attached cards, but you're doing 250 damage. So kind of a drawback for that. But you're not taking prizes. You're not giving up prizes when you discard it. So, but you got to have a way to get Reveroom back then if you're going to keep attacking with it. Or you have to have a lot of them in your deck to max them out, probably. Alright, let's see here. Next up, we've got Seadra. It's got Call for Backup. You can search your deck for 3 Pokemon and then put them in your hand, which is pretty helpful. Croagunk, Golbat, Persian, Power Glass. Now, this is, I think, the best tool in this set, and that's because at the end of your turn, when you attack, if there's a Pokemon that's attached with this and it's in the active spot, you get to take a basic energy from the discard pile and play it onto that Pokemon. There's a lot of Pokemon that can benefit from Power Glass, including Seadra here's Evolution Kingdra EX really benefits from Power Glass. Crobat, here's Janine's Secret Art, another great card that goes with Okidogi and the rest. You get to choose 2 basic Dark Pokemon, or just 2 of your Dark Pokemon, and then you get to search your deck, put a basic Dark Energy on them, and then if one of those Pokemon's in the active spot, they become poisoned, which is going to activate their abilities. Another Power Glass, Inkay, and a Cresselia. There you go. Pretty solid right now. Still only one of the Loyal 3, though. We're hoping I can get a Presentipity EX. That's a very helpful card for battling. We don't. It's not good. So we got Zorua, Houndour, Varoom, Toxicroak, another Cassiopeia card, This Kyurem card has been being played in Regidrago V-Star decks. Trifrost does 110 damage to 3 Pokemon, so you can take out multiple basic Pokemon with that attack. Very powerful. Binding Mochi, Houndour, a Rowlet, Haxorus I've also seen in those decks because of Bring Down the Axe. You can take out special energy Pokemon, just get KO'd. So it's just another option to use for Apex Dragon. So if you're playing a deck like Lugia V-Star, or if you're playing really any deck that uses special energy, you can just KO them in one hit with that Haxorus attack. Varum again, Zubat, Houndour, Inkay, another Kyurem, another Night Stretcher, Yveltal, Toxicroak, Full Art Tapu Bulu. This card, it looks beautiful. 220 damage is nothing to scoff at for a single prize Pokemon. And then a Copperajah and a Psychic Energy. Alright, we got 3 left. 3 left. Let's see if we can get any hits. Okay, so let's see here. We got Drowsy, Absol, Joltik, Seadra, Decidueye, which goes up over your Dartrix if you're going to play one. Draw cards until you have 7 in your hand with Stock of Feathers, which is pretty good. Power Shot, 170, but you have to discard a Grass Energy. Colress's Tenacity, it's a new supporter. Search your deck for a Stadium and an energy card. Put them in your hand. Iron Moth, Beware, Sneasel. There's Pheasantipity EX. Alright, so we got another one of the Loyal 3. This one has Flip the Script. That ability, if one of your Pokemon was knocked out the turn before, then you get to draw 3 cards. Pretty good. Its attack, Cruel Arrow, is a pretty solid move in a pinch. Does 100 damage to any Pokemon. So not a bad attack. It's just not clearly what you're using it for. You're not attacking with Pheasantipity. It's going to sit on your bench and let you draw cards if you happen to lose one of your Pokemon. So more of a support, specifically for probably Okidogi. We got Rowlet, Horsea, another Dusclops with Cursed Blast, Beware, Colress's Tenacity, Genesect, Weavile, a Binding Mochi, Haxorus, and Cresselia. We got 1 pack left. We could get all of them. We could get Monkey Dory here, and then we'd have the Loyal 3. We wouldn't have Tetrarunt EX then. Kind of the 4th card that makes that deck work. But we'll see. We got Varum, Houndoom, Eevee, Dartrix, Yveltal, Night Stretcher, Sylveon, Drowsy, Slitherwing, Tapu Bulu, and a Darkness Energy. So solid pulls. We got a bunch of different cards here. We got our Pheasantipity EX. We got Tapu Bulu. We got Reverum EX. We got Okidogi EX. We got a Pheasantipity card, and then our 2 Petrarunts. So not a bad haul. We're going to keep on putting out deck idea videos, and when Stellar Crown releases, we do have a Elite Trainer box on the way for that as well. I also pre-ordered the latest set, which was just announced today, Surging Sparks, which is going to have more Terra Pokemon, more Ace specs, lots of fun stuff in it. I'm assuming that one would probably come out in November, December, since Stellar Crown is coming out in September. Be about 2 months from then. So lots of Pokemon cards on the way. Also watch out. We're going to do a video on the top decks from the World Championships and kind of explain how they all work and why they were built that way. So if you're looking to get into competitive Pokemon cards, you can see kind of the current standard decks that people are really utilizing at a top level. So I hope you enjoyed this opening, and we'll see you later with more Pokemon card openings, deck ideas, etc. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.